Yeah, I mean, that was a fight where you broke the guy's arm, right, with a kick?
Really, yeah. I got excited, was coming after him, and got caught.
Is it okay if we watch the video of that?
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean, I don't want to piss you off. Believe me.
I'm fine. I think it's harder on everybody else watching it than me.
Well, let's take a look at that. Wow. That's the voice of Joe Rogan. End of a career for a legend. He caught you with that punch, right, Franklin?
Yeah, I had him hurt. I was going after him like I always do. I mean, I got you hurt, and I'm going to come finish you. And he caught me. It was, that's the end.
You said it might be harder for others to watch that are close to you. I know your mom said that she'd watch every other fight on the card, but when it was yours, she'd kind of hide her eyes and ask her husband, is he winning? Is he losing? What's going on? And whether it's Heidi, your wife, or whomever, that shot from above, you're a dad. Picture your kid down there with that shot from above. That looks like a guy who's wondering, at least for that moment, where the hell he is.
Yeah, I mean, that's harder on, like I said, it's harder on everybody else. It's over. I was there. I mean, the hard thing was, deciding, making that decision was tough for me. And I actually asked Dad. I made that decision in September. I think we announced it in December, late December, because I asked him I need a little time so I can at least talk at this thing, because I'm going to be pretty emotional about that. So, it's tough. It's like, taking you've been doing something for your whole life, basically. Since I was a kid, I would always had something coming up, whether it was baseball or football or wrestling or fighting. You always had something. And for me, for the last 20 years, fighting had been my #1 goal. I mean, everything revolved around me winning the title, and being a champion, and winning. And now all of a sudden, there's kind of that's gone, and it's a little different.
Is it like a drug that you need in your life, either building towards something or actually stepping into the octagon?
I miss everything. I miss everything about it. I love training. I miss cutting weight. I miss making weight that week. Sitting there doing interviews that week. The week of the fight was probably the most. I loved doing the stuff the week of the fight, because all the work has been done. I show up by the week of the fight. All the work's been done. I'm completely relaxed, and now I'm getting my reward. I get to go out there and fight. And for me, the fight was always my reward for everything else I've done.
You got to the top of the mountain, and according to John, that's where you guys went to really make that decision, the top of a mountain that you guys like to hike.
Yeah, well, went up there and took a long hike up there, talked about it, and, it's time. It comes that time. Father Time does that to everybody, so sooner or later it comes to everybody. Most of all, I want to thank my fans, family, but anyway, I love this sport, and I'm excited to go to my new stage of my life, and keep promoting the best sport in the world. And the sport I love, so.
Any regrets looking back? Anything you left out there?
I don't have any regrets. I had a great time. I mean, it was fun coming up in when the sport was growing. And being here, it would have been nice to move that career, 10 years later and put that through as far as the money goes.
Yeah.
Would have been a lot nicer. But I got paid a lot of money to do what I love for a living, and I had a great time doing it.
And then finally, it seems like you're using your degree from Cal Poly. You're in the front office at the UFC. What do they have you doing over there?
Helping promote the sport. I mean, it's a lot of things like just coming in. We went out to I think it's Andrews out in Washington, D.C. And the commander was walking around with me. And he said, I didn't know who you were at all. And so I didn't know why we were doing all this and why we were doing this. I looked you up on the internet last night. But the way my guys react to you means everything to me. So you get such a great reaction from all my guys. And we've been trying to get on that base for a while. And we actually did a show on that base 3 months later. So they use me a lot for stuff like that. Like it helps like relationships with people and talking to people that, and new markets and stuff.
And if you had anything out there, you know, you were always a goal-driven guy. What's next?
I've kind of took a break for a little while and hung out with the family and kind of gave them a little time just when I'm just hanging out doing our thing. But you know, now we're looking at doing some movies and looking at doing some other things. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see where it takes us.
All right. I hold in my hand 5 questions that have been dreamed up by somebody in the back. I've never seen them. I'm reading them for the first time. You are clearly hearing them for the first time. Let's remember the part where I say I didn't write them and I don't know anything about them. Would you rather fly like Superman or swing like Spider-Man?
As a power, I mean, swinging would be more fun probably, but I definitely want to fly.
Would you rather have 500 tarantulas crawling around in your house or 1,000 crickets jumping around in your house?
Can I pick neither with that? I mean, neither one sounds.
You're not scared of a little bug, are you, Chuck?
I don't care about the bugs. It doesn't sound very fun. But yeah, I'm not afraid of bugs or spiders or. I'm not afraid of anything that doesn't make sense to be afraid of. Like I'm reasonable. I mean, I'm tiger. Yeah, I'm afraid of the tiger.
Okay.
I don't know. It makes sense, but you know.
Would you rather live without electricity or indoor plumbing?
I think I might have to go with indoor plumbing.
You'd rather live without indoor plumbing. You want
electricity. I gotta watch my games, man.
Would you rather live with Barney or live with the Smurfs? And you're a dad, you know who Barney is. So you have to live with the Smurfs or you live with Barney?
Actually, the new Smurf movies I like. They're
but
good.
You and I are the same age.
Those Smurfs?
Our Smurfs.
Oh, God. But the new movie Smurfs, I take the Smurfs. I don't know. I might have to go with Barney if I had this old one.
Would you rather have a unicorn horn or an alligator tail?
I'm gonna go with the horn.
You'd like the unicorn horn?
If I could deal with the horn rather than having the tail, yeah.
The horn and the mohawk would be a nice combination.
Interesting.
You'd get back into fighting then if you had the unicorn horn, wouldn't you?
Oh yeah, that could be damaging.
Hey, how about a round of applause for this great guest, Chuck Liddell? Hope you had fun, brother. Thank you.
Thank you very much.